These wings have a nice natural warm and sweet flavor from the ginger with a spicy kick from the chili sauce. You can also become the life of the party at any potluck you take these to. When people ask, why didn't you just make buffalo wings? You can respond, because some of us have more refined palates, Cheryl. Now shut up, the Masked Singer is back on. Chicken wings take me back to the good old days when I used to order them for Sunday football. I found that if I showed up to the door drinking a beer and talking about how I was going to get promiscuous with my friends' moms, the delivery driver would be none the wiser that I actually had no friends and that all 100 wings were for me to eat alone in silence. First things first, we need to break down our chicken wings. This can be easily achieved with a regular kitchen knife and cutting it right at the joints. Instead of hacking away and trying to muscle your way through the bone, just make a small incision and then pop the joint. This will allow you to see the easiest place to make your slice all the way through and saving your knife from grinding against the bone and becoming dull. Repeat the same process for the other joint, incision, pop, find your easiest spot, and slice through. This will leave us with 3 sections of the chicken wing, aptly named the drumette, the wingette, and of course the "ooh, what's this crap, throw it away." With our wings fully dissected, we need to make the sauce. We need to start out with some fresh oh my god. Who was in charge of stickers? Oh yeah, was it you? Well, pack up your things, cause you're done. Now, ginger is a rhizome, not a root. A rhizome is a stem that grows horizontally in the ground. And when cleaning ginger, use a spoon instead of a peeler. This will easily take off the peel without getting stuck in any of the threads of the ginger, and you won't lose any product. Now get out your grater or your microplane. Just know that it is mandatory if you use a microplane to make lightsaber noises and tell the ginger you are its father. It took me about 2 pieces that were this size to grate down to get myself to 1 tablespoon of fresh grated ginger. To this, we need to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. That is around 1.5 to 2 cloves, or just 2 teaspoons out of the already prepared stuff in a jar. Next is half a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice, aka powdered anise, fennel, cinnamon, cloves, and black pepper. You can buy it in the store already mixed. Add in half a cup of honey. I sprung for the organic variety. It's no big deal. Now I just won't be paying my car insurance this month. 2/3 cup of soy sauce, the low sodium variety. That way we can control the amount of salt that's in this dish. Lastly, we need some chili sauce. I used sriracha, and since I am what my doctors, psychiatrists, and ex-girlfriends call a wuss, I only went with half a teaspoon, but use the amount that you would like for spiciness. I also hit it with a couple sprinkles of salt and a couple cranks of pepper out of the mill. Don't worry though, because later on we're going to be reducing this sauce down and tasting it, seasoning as we go. Hit it with your whisk, making sure to do it at a speed that will cause soy sauce to fly everywhere, staining your countertop. The next part you can pretty much eyeball, but what we're trying to do is get half of this into a bag with our chicken wings as a marinade. I just used a ladle to get it into this Ziploc bag. Marinate it in the fridge anywhere from 2 hours to overnight, flipping it occasionally. Put the other half into an airtight container and let it hang out in the fridge next to your wings so that the flavor can get stronger. After the desired amount of time for marinating, we need to bake the wings. I've got this nifty tray with a rack, but if you don't have one, don't worry, you can use a casserole dish or a sheet tray with aluminum foil. Just make sure you spray it down with some nonstick spray. Arrange it in a way that you think will get the most views on your Instagram stories, and then put it into the oven. We want to start out at 365 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. While the wing and drumettes are getting a base tan, we want to reduce the other half of the sauce from earlier. Remember to keep alive the tradition of putting soy sauce everywhere so that you continue to stain your countertop and or cutting boards. Over medium-low heat, we want to reduce this by half. So at a low simmer, seasoning to taste, we want this to get to the point where it will coat the back of the coat the back of a spoon, aka that sweet, sweet nappe. By now, the chicken wings should have been in the oven for about 15 minutes. Pull them out and baste them with the sauce. It's basically the same thing as painting, so if it makes it any easier, just imagine an art class where there's a chicken modeling in front of you. The option of the chicken model being clothed or nude is completely up to you. Return it to the oven for 8 minutes, allowing that top coat of sauce to set in. Now we also want the bottom to have some sauce on it as well, so after 8 minutes, pull it out of the oven. Give each drum or wingette a flip. Now baste this side with which should be the rest of your sauce. Return it back to the oven for 8 more minutes. Oh my god, I got soy sauce on the counter again! After 8 more minutes, pull them out and see if they've gotten to 165. Make sure they've gotten at least to 165. If they haven't, put them back in until they do. While they were still hot, I sprinkled mine with some toasted sesame seeds just to give it that extra flavor. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Wake Up Smelda. Here are some other videos, and if you enjoy it, please don't forget to subscribe. As you can see here, Kitty enjoys watching them numbers go up.